roots come from about 2013. I had just transferred from Wake Forest University. And then by the time I got to USC, outreach was just ingrained in myself, and it was something I was very, very passionate about, more than even playing sports. A lot of people, I feel, get caught in the little bubble of USC. A lot of times the communities around it are forgotten about. So what I wanted to do in the neighboring communities is bring athletes and myself just to see if there was anything we can do to make a difference. As I started gearing closer to leave USC and graduate, I wanted to be able to take something with me. It was really time for me to get my ducks in a row and get something put together that I could take with me as I left. And that's where the Fundamentals Foundation started. One of the fun events that we do during the summer is an educational fitness event for the different elementary schools in the area. It's a cool experience because we're actually having these kids working out and really exercising through some grueling different exercises and practices, and they're having a fun time doing it. So we bring some music out, we bring food out for the kids to make sure that they're fed a nutritious meal, and then we have fun with them doing these different exercise activities.
I was able to represent my alma mater, USC, the Trojans, and I played collegiate level football with Chris, and he's one of my best friends, and he posed the opportunity for me, and I didn't have any second guesses on it. I immediately took it. It doesn't matter, it couldn't matter if the kids were African American, Caucasian, Hispanic. They had the logo that we were going to represent, and I was already on board.
What is your favorite subject in school?
Math.
And why do you like coming out to fundamentals?
Because I want to become more strong so I could carry heavy things.
That's awesome, man. And Damani, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A police.
You want to be a policeman? Awesome. And what is your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Okay, Amia, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a gymnast.
You want to be a gymnast? That's awesome. And what's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math? And why do you like fundamentals?
Because we get to do the parachute, the jump rope, and the ladders.
Awesome, and that's a lot of fun, huh? It's fun to exercise, isn't it?
Yes.
No matter what level you're at, the fundamentals are the most important part, whether it's the fundamentals of nutrition, the fundamentals of technique playing a sport, the fundamentals of academics, just the fundamentals of moral support and love in your surrounding area.
If you want to be a teacher, what's your favorite subject?
Math.
You like math? Awesome. And why do you like fundamentals?
Because we do parachutes.
We do parachute. You like running with the parachutes?
Mm-hmm.
And exercise can be fun, right?
Yes.
You've been out here for 2 years in a row, right? What do you want to be when you grow up?
In the military.
You want to be in the military? That's awesome, man. And what is your favorite subject in school?
Science.
You like science? Me too. That's a lot of fun. Okay, Tamara, what do you want to be when you grow up?
An artist.
You want to be an artist? What type of artist?
Like a drawer and painter.
Painter? That's awesome. So, if you want to be an artist, what's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math and art as well. Awesome. And why do you like fundamentals?
Because of the exercise.
So these summer opportunities and summer educational fitness events are a great way to get them out to exercise, to teach them about their bodies, to get them to understand why it's important to eat healthy. And the great thing is every year we've been adding a new school. A lot of the kids I was working with 75th Street Elementary School in particular, and one of the families, the Miller family, they were expressing to me a need to get involved with their Pop Warner football program.
We believe in them as Trojans, as coaches, as an organization. We believe in our kids, and this is the best outlet for them, besides hanging in the streets.
And they felt that if I could come in and bring my resources through tutoring, sports training, and teaching the fundamentals of sports, we could really do something great within the community out of this Pop Warner football team. So going to USC and getting the blessing to be able to use the name and to use that Trojan head meant something to me. It also meant something to Coach Nate as well, because we both had played there.
Definitely, I think it's important that they learn to work with one another. It helps them to gain trust. It helps them to gain, just a friendship and teamwork. I think that it helps them just to build a unit, friendship, like confidence within each other, and trust.
If you're disciplined and you're showing up on time, it's one thing to show up and be there and to look the part, but to actually put in the work behind it is another thing. I think football, obviously there's no other sport like it that's going to be able to teach these qualities and is going to put you through the adversity, is going to challenge you mentally and physically.
My role here is to be a medic for the league and also to provide education, whether or not it's after injury or in prevention. At a young age, this is where the players learn the reflexes, and it's very important to learn the safe reflexes from an early age on.
I like football because it's my passion. It can get you to know other people, get a lot of friends you can know. Sometimes we just get mad at each other and just start yelling, start giving up, but sometimes we don't. We trust each other sometimes, and then, yeah, it just works out.
What I like about playing football is just a lot of teamwork and how, you get to catch the ball and be out there, get out of the house more. The importance of working as a team is that you can't get mad all the time at your teammate because mistakes happen. So you gotta have, you gotta be a team. You gotta work together in order to get better.
You got 22 people on that field. If you can be disciplined and stay home and play your position, do what you're supposed to do, it works off the field too. Teamwork is all we have.
Before practice, they have a tutoring program that they do for about an hour. So I really do appreciate that they have brought the tutoring program here for them to, they feed them as well after the tutoring and then the practice. So I really appreciate it because a lot of them after school, that's all they have. So it's giving them somewhere to go. It's giving them, some mentors as well.
I personally really feel that people are looking for community. They're looking for camaraderie, and if they can't find it one place, they're going to go somewhere else to find that. The gangs offer that. They offer a false sense of community and a false sense of family.
What I'm trying to get these boys to see is that Coach Nate isn't just starting to yell at me because he doesn't like me. Oh no, Coach Nate's being tough on me because he knows the potential I have and the excellence that I have on the field.
I just want them to be something in life. I don't care what it is. It ain't got to be a football, you got to be a policeman. As long as they do something productive with their life, that's all I'm here for.
I want them to do their best. I want them to be respectful. I want them to just strive at whatever it is they do, keep God first, and know that we got their backs 100%. And just fight on.
At a really young age, I personally was exposed to the different building trades through my father, Jim Wilson, and especially in the electrical industry, and got me really thinking about, okay, what's life after sports? These field trips to the Electrical Training Institute, to a museum, to different places where they can gain knowledge and experience and see and touch and really get an idea of what else is out there in the world can be huge for them. Even if it doesn't mean them becoming an electrician, it really opens up a new horizon for them just for opportunities in their life.
I want you to imagine me in a hard hat with my tool belt on and my work boots. Construction worker. Yes, sir. I'm a journeyman electrician. Is anybody here looking to be an engineer? This is the kind of stuff that you're going to be looking at to make things happen. Press the next button, sir. The one that says energy generation.
For kids, I think it's really, really important that we do have those hands-on experiences. But until you get to see it and touch it and use it and manipulate it, that's when the experience happens.
I think exposing these young children during their very formative elementary school years to a very skill-based trade and one of the top learning centers in the country, the Electrical Training Institute, we hope to expose them to a skilled craft, a craft for life, a skill for life, and we hope some of them want to become electricians.
They like math, but getting them to show them like a real life application on where that math can actually work and make them money, I think that's what really got them excited. Hey, the stuff I'm learning in school is actually useful. I'm not just doing it as busy work.
When I arrived, I saw the group working with conduit and actually physically bending conduit into place and learning how you would make the conduit bend into shape so that it would fit the corners of a room.
Keep going. Keep going. You good? Keep going. You're about 80. Keep going.
These positions, even these technologies didn't exist maybe 5-10 years ago. And so what that means is that there's no mold of what the person looks like for the job. That's why I see that these jobs, chief sustainability officer, electric EV technician, solar technician, wind technician, they can be for women, they can be for men, they can be for people of all ages, from all areas.
There's a family cohesive unit working together, and I think that's something which is so great about the unions. Really showing them that there's a family of people who care about them, who want to help them succeed in their life is very, very important.
Chris Wilson, he is doing just a wonderful job and working with these young children. So it's wonderful, and we intend to fully support him as much as we can.
What's important today too is they can take this knowledge that they've learned, they're going to go talk about it with their families, and you never know, there might be an older brother out there or a family member who's looking for a job and looking for a career.
Is there anything that sticks out to you throughout your upbringing that someone said to you that really brought that fire out of you and made you want to be a leader?
Yeah, I mean, they really explained to me about hard work and outworking your opponent and always being humble in the process. You know, and I've learned a lot of great things over the years, and one of the best things I've learned in the last few years is be where your feet are. You know, don't be last year, yesterday, 2 years from now. Be where your feet are right now at that moment. Live in that moment. Be the best in that moment, and try to have success in that moment.
You can take a simple glance at these boys' faces, and they are smiling. They're filled with joy. They're filled with happiness. You are here with your boys just to have fun and experience, most of these kids, their first ever college basketball game.
See, this is what you got. So tutoring is ingrained in the foundation. So every event that we run, we'll always have food there for the kids and make sure that their fundamental nutrition is taken care of. We'll also have tutoring support for them as well.
Grades is first, respect is second,
be responsible,
sports is third.
Whether it's teaching a kid how to spell or write his letters or to do math, a lot of times that'll lead to different conversations and gain the trust and kind of break down those barriers for those kids to, one, help them in their academics, but two, to learn more about the child and really take a holistic approach into helping them out.
For the future, I just want them to know where they came from and know how to present themselves as young men, and it helps them to build their character, and character goes a long way, and that's what I'm always on them about, period.
I'm always telling the kids, hey, do 100%. In school, do 100%. Be there. If you're on the field, do 100%. If you're with your family, spending time or hanging out with your friends, be there, be 100%. When you tell kids that, it really allows them to be in the moment and to always do their best and to strive for greatness in those moments.
They see that we might be in inner city Los Angeles. We might not have as many resources as someone living in Mission Viejo might have, but nonetheless, I'm striving to build them into disciplined young adults or disciplined adolescents.
Sports is a universal language. Whether I can speak a different language or not, I can go out, and if I have a soccer ball or football, I can play it around and play catch and kick a ball around with whoever. So it's how do we use those sports to go out and do different things in our life, to actually go out and make an impact, to learn life lessons, to go through adversity. I think those are all great qualities about sports. Those qualities represent life. The different opportunities are going to allow these kids to have a choice. That's what I want to be able to give them, is to equip them with the basic foundation of the fundamentals that they need in their life to go out and succeed, but also to expose them that they have a choice. And this is a community effort. Whether you can be out there with me on the field coaching these kids or be a support for them outside by making a donation, I feel like having that heart to give and to make a difference in the community is what it's all about.
Believe in yourself, for that's the place to start.